about to begin. Will you please stand?
This is an important day in the life of the university, a day to celebrate the success of our graduates. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony and to formally declare this congregation of the university open. Please be seated.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduands. My name is Paul Hayes and I'm a Pro-Vice-Chancellor at the University. It is my great privilege to be sharing this precious moment with you, our graduands, and with your partners, parents, families and friends. I'm delighted that so many of you have joined us today, and it's a great honour to welcome such a diverse community, including some who have travelled from the far corners of the world. We are now all united in our connection to Portsmouth. On behalf of all of the staff at the university and our visitors here today, I would like to congratulate you, graduands, on your well-earned achievement. You have demonstrated your capacity for learning, for growing, for giving, for learning beyond the boundaries of your chosen studies, for growing into outstanding professionals with knowledge and integrity, and for giving of your time and making a difference to those around you. We are immensely proud of you, and I hope that you are proud of yourselves. As a busy international port, many journeys start and end in Portsmouth. I hope that you can take a moment today to pause and reflect on your own journey with us, to think of where you have come from, what you have become, and where you are heading. Too often, when we turn on the television or radio or open a paper, we're faced with a barrage of bad news. It would be so easy to be pessimistic. And then a day like today comes along and I look at your faces and I'm filled with a sense of optimism. I see passionate, highly skilled people ready to reshape our world. It's a tremendous feeling and a welcome reminder that our future is in good hands. Of course, that does not mean that your future journeys are going to be easy. But what is clear is that the demand for the kind of graduate skills that you have developed continues to grow. Your University of Portsmouth qualification has real value in the UK and on a global scale, as it provides you with the edge that will be vital to help you tackle the many challenges that the world faces. You are graduating from a university in the top 2% of universities worldwide. We are committed to providing the very best education and an experience that enables our graduates to make a real contribution to society. More than 92% of our graduates from last year were in work or further study within 6 months of graduation, which is a real achievement in the current economic climate. Not only are graduates more employable and more active in society, they're also, you should be pleased to hear, far less likely to end up in prison. So please do take comfort from that observation. While the vast bulk of the credit for your achievement in graduating today is clearly yours, I'm sure that you would agree that there are others who have played a crucial role. You owe much to your parents, partners, children and families, and friends, all of who have helped to provide encouragement, a shoulder to cry on, a listening ear, and just occasionally, if my children are anything to go by, some cash to help to see them through. And then there are the staff who have inspired you in your learning and have gone the extra mile to help with any problems. All of these people have kept faith in you and willed you to succeed, and very soon they'll get the pleasure of seeing you walk across the stage and graduate. I think it's appropriate that the graduands, that you should say thank you to everyone who has supported and helped you on your long journey. So on the count of 3, I want to give them a rousing cheer and a thunderous round of applause. And remember, this ceremony is being broadcast on the big screen outside. There are lots of unsuspecting people in Guildhall Square. Let's see if we can shock a few. So, are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, there is no doubt that your degree is valuable, but of course, it's your personal enthusiasm and creativity that will now propel you forward. And we want to continue to be part of your future aspirations. In many ways, you never really leave us, because today is just the beginning of the next step in a lifelong relationship with your university as members of an international community of Portsmouth graduates. Make use of our excellent alumni association and keep in touch as you set out on your future journeys. We want to know where you go next, as you will be the future leaders, thinkers, creators, and innovators. Come back now and again and share your experiences and help us inspire the next generations of students. Remember that in graduating today, you are part of a privileged minority that has had the advantages of a university education. With that privilege comes responsibility. Reflect upon your obligations as graduates. You are trustees of the skills and abilities that you have developed. Use your talents to help enrich society and make a difference for the benefit of others. Raise aspirations among all those you encounter and set an example in behavior and achievement that others will seek to emulate. You have lived in a diverse environment for the past few years. Take that appreciation of difference and that culture and friendship with you in all that you do. As a Portsmouth graduate, we want you to be successful because your successes will reflect well upon your university. And our successes and achievements will reflect well upon you. You are the future, and I would encourage each one of you to grasp the opportunities that will present themselves. Be bold, be ambitious, never settle for second best. I congratulate you all on your awards and wish you every success for the future. Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, the University has resolved to confer the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa upon Jim Al-Khalili.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you today Professor Jim Al-Khalili Obe for an honorary degree from the University of Portsmouth. Jim is both a great citizen of Portsmouth and a famous physicist who has popularized science through his many books, TV, and radio programs. Jim has spent most of his life in Portsmouth, like most of his family, including his wife Julie and his parents. Jim's children were educated at the Portsmouth Grammar School, and while Jim developed his research career at the University of College London and then at the University of Surrey, he has always continued to live here in Southsea, suffering many years of frustration on our national railway service. As a fellow railway commuter myself, he has both my respect and sympathy in many wasted years spent on trains. Likewise, Jim has my respect and sympathy for his many years in the 80s as a steward of the Portsmouth Football Club at Fratton Park. Jim, you are clearly a glutton for punishment. Thank you. Jim admitted to me recently that he did not start out interested in physics. As a child, he enjoyed music and art and simply found physics easy. However, at the age of 13, he realized that physics was the only subject that offered him the answer to the big questions he was asking himself, which led him to study physics at the University of Surrey, first as an undergraduate and then as a postgraduate student. This was followed by a postdoctoral research fellowship at UCL, after which he returned to the University of Surrey as an advanced research fellow from the Engineering and Physical Science Research Council, and enjoyed his most stimulating time as an academic researcher. Jim is a world expert in the mathematical modeling of exotic nuclei. In the mid-90s, Jim published many influential papers on the true size of diffuse halo nuclei, which led to the realization that these nuclei were much larger than expected, held together by complex multi-body interactions. Even the smallest changes to these interactions would result in a decay of these exotic isotopes, and Jim provided the first example of a bromelian system in nature. This is a stable system of 3 interlocking rings that dissolves once one of the rings has been disturbed. Jim's passion is for the weird world of quantum mechanics, a sometimes paradoxical explanation for atoms where anything at all is possible. He is an expert in quantum tunneling, where atomic particles can literally pass through solid barriers. This bizarre concept is now fundamental to our understanding of the universe and makes the sun shine and makes your mobile phones work. In some interpretations of quantum mechanics, there are an infinite number of parallel universes, each created by an infinite number of quantum decisions. In one of these parallel universes, there probably exists a graduation ceremony like this, where Jim is actually presenting me with an honorary degree. Though, unfortunately for Jim, I suspect even quantum mechanics cannot help his beloved Leeds United to return to the Premier League. Jim stumbled across his second career as the face and voice of physics for millions of people. His amazing career in public engagement of science began with a serendipitous invitation to lead a schools and colleges lecture series by the Institute of Physics. That series was called Black Holes, Wormholes, and Time Machines, and later became the title of his first book. This path has led to Jim's lifelong passion for writing popular science books, with the famous titles of Quantum and Pathfinders among the ones he is most proud of. He enjoys writing the books, feeling that they make the greatest impact on individuals that read them, inspiring many young people to start careers in science. Jim is instantly recognizable because of his many TV shows, which discuss many aspects of science, especially the quantum world. But his highlight so far is clearly his appearance on Harry Hill's TV Burp. And if you would like to see Jim with hair, I would strongly advise you to check that out on YouTube. Interestingly, my wife has described him to me as the thinking woman's Brian Cox, which I think is a bit of a backhanded compliment. But more seriously, Jim is well known to millions of BBC radio listeners for his superb Life Scientific program, where he investigates the life and achievements of scientists, giving the listeners a real appreciation for how and why we do the research we do. Jim's achievements in promoting public awareness of science have been recognized by many, including the Royal Society Michael Faraday Prize in 2007. He became an Officer of the Order of the British Empire, or OBE, in 2008, and received the Institute of Physics Kelvin Prize in 2011, and recently became the RISE leader for UK's Engineering and Physical Science Research Council. He has received honorary degrees from the University of Bradford and Royal Holloway, and today we also honor him for his great work in both research and public engagement with an honorary degree from the University of Portsmouth. Hopefully, this honorary degree will mean a little bit more to Jim as a long-serving citizen of our great waterfront city. Chancellor, I present to you Jim Al-Khalili for the degree of Doctor of Science.
By the authority of the university, it gives me great pleasure to admit you for the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa.
Well, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, fellow graduands, ladies and gentlemen, it really is a lovely honour to have this degree conferred on me today and to be welcomed into the University of Portsmouth's academic family. I'd like to thank Professor Bob Nicol for his kind and generous words. I do have to take issue with him on one point. I can't accept that quantum mechanics can't help Leeds get back into the Premiership. According to the multiverse interpretation of the theory, of course, even Pompey can rule the football world in one universe. Yeah. Modern physics is crazy. I've lived in Southsea all my adult life and have family roots in the city going back many generations. My grandfather worked in the dockyard. My parents met when my father was studying engineering at the then Portsmouth Polytechnic. My mother was a librarian in the Central Library. And later, my mother also graduated as a mature student from the university. Regrettably, due to ill health, neither of my parents can be here today, but I know they're watching this live stream online. I know this because I had to go around this morning and set it up for them on their laptop. I also met my wife, Julie, when we were both in the sixth form in Priory School, just down the road from here. So I certainly do feel this honorary degree somehow completes the circle for me. It's also very gratifying to be honoured for my achievements, not just in academic research, but in working to promote science and rational scientific thinking among the wider public. I'm often asked whether I have a favourite amongst my different activities, whether I prefer research, teaching, broadcasting, or writing. My answer is that I can't imagine giving up any of those aspects. I feel tremendously privileged to be able to pursue all these activities in parallel. And of course, I have the University of Surrey to thank for giving me that freedom. This is the third degree ceremony I've attended in 6 days. Last Wednesday, I was processing among the academic staff at the University of Surrey, watching my own undergraduate students finally receiving their degree and heading off into the world. Then last Friday, and more importantly for me on a personal level, I was a proud father of my daughter Kate, who's also in the audience, who graduated from the University of Kent in Canterbury. So proud though I am to be receiving this honour today, I can tell you that nothing beats that feeling that a parent has, as I'm sure is the case for many of you here today watching your sons and daughters receiving their degree. But today is really about you, the graduands. That's the technical difference, of course. You know this. Once you leave the Guildhall, you become graduates. The moment you're still mere graduands until you shake hands with the Vice-Chancellor. These are special occasions. This is an occasion never to be forgotten. Today marks the end of an important chapter in your lives. Maybe you've already started your working life. Maybe you're going on to further postgraduate study. Maybe you haven't yet decided what you want to be when you grow up. All that is fine. Today is about celebrating your achievements and the hard work you've put in over the past few years. I'm sure it's all been worthwhile. So both on a personal level and on behalf of all graduands here today, I'd like to thank the University of Portsmouth for this honour. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
As Jim has just said, we've now come to the part of the ceremony where our graduands will be magically transformed into graduates. For that to happen, the Vice-Chancellor and I have to exchange a few words which form part of the magic spell that brings that transformation about. And that's why we're dressed as we are, as wizards, to be able to cast this spell and make this transition happen. Vice-Chancellor, I certify that all those presented at this ceremony have successfully completed their studies and have satisfied all the conditions and requirements of the university.
By the authority of the university, I confirm that all those who are duly qualified are hereby admitted to the wards for which they are presented.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. With first-class honours, Danielle Almond. With first-class honours, Demi Aston. Michael Baker. With first-class honours, Jessica Beetham. Rajat Bardwaj. James Booth. Matthew Booth. Frederick Bragg. Tom Butt. With first-class honours, Catherine Cliff. James Crockford. Jenny Crone. Guy Chernda. Edward de Modi Lawrence. With first class honours, Christopher Durant. Louisa Efstadidou. James Gallagher. With first class honours, Emily Galloway. With first class honours, Edward Gosling. Raphael Grant. With first class honours, Leah Griffin. Natasha Hammond. Kate Hartley. Christopher Honeysett. Nicola Jakes. James Jordan. With first class honours, Jack Julia. With first class honours, Stephen Kenny. Jamie Kingston. With first class honours, Adam Lee. Scott Meadows. With first class honours, Lucy Newnham. Mohammed Padani. With first class honours, Ailey Pavlovsky. With first class honours, Jack Pitts. Chitra Pun. Sarah Ria. Alicia Roberts. With first class honours, Rebecca Such. Anthony Theodorou. Kelly Thorne. Lewis Ty. With first class honours, Leo Turner. Joshua Walford. And with first class honours, Zach Watson. Michael Nelson. The Bachelor of Science in Mathematics for Finance and Management, and with first class honours, David Aditomiwa Adujigebe. Roberta Anderson. Danny Bohannon. With first class honours, Jason Bugg. Michael Champion. Ka Lok Chung. With first class honours, Jack Durant. Kareem El Gendi. James Gosling. Emma Harris. Jordan Harris. Nicholas Herodotou. Lauren Hudson. George Jubb. Aditya Juneja. Mehmet Kondoz. Kinman Law. Abhishek Masi. With first class honours, Gemma Moore. Akash Patel. Roshni Shah. With first class honours, Haralambos Stefani. With first class honours, Laura Turner. With first class honours, Tzi Feng Wang. Hin Guangguan. For Bachelor of Science in Mathematics with Statistics, Will Brown. Rhys Bullen. William Evans. With first class honours, Tierney Harmon. Christopher Ince. With first class honours, Konstantinos Sava. James Slater. For Master of Science in Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Georgi Hirstov. Katerina Jaworska. Kanjana Prongkong Waravetkun. Itaho Okono. Jitudun Tommani. Kitikuk Tuwarwatkasal. And with distinction, Gautam Veerakumar. For Master of Science in Supportability Engineering, with distinction, Gareth Darney. With distinction, Lee Hayward. Phil Johnson. And for Doctor of Philosophy, for a programme of research in combined quantitative and qualitative analysis of the Thai silk industry, Natubat Jatufat Waradom.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of research in searching for isocurvature non-Gaussianity in the CMB trispectrum. Dominic Gallarino. For a programme of research in optical and near-infrared properties of massive galaxies, Tim Higgs. For a programme of research in galaxy spectral analysis in the era of large-scale galaxy surveys, Ollie Steele. For a programme of research in mapping cosmological fields, Raphael Sierpieskowski. Sorry.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Communication Systems, Olukun Bidemi. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering, Gregory Adams. With first-class honours, Dalton Crook. Matthew Gardner. With first-class honours, Priyank Mandalia. With first-class honours, Ewan Morton. With first-class honours, Gus Ward. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Networks, with first-class honours, Syed Hassan. Bestman Ahonda. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic and Telecommunications Engineering, with first-class honours, Renata Costa. With first-class honours, Andrew Galpin. Jialan Shi. With first-class honours, David Whitley. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering, Lawrence Agbo. With first-class honours, Ilyas Al-Trabshi. Ian Baker. Nadra Fadzil. With first-class honours, Benjamin Busby. With first-class honours, Carl Byrne. James Chapman. With first-class honours, Brad Cunningham. With first-class honours, Andrew Davis. With first-class honours, Chukwuma Igigbo. With first-class honours, Damon Elder. With first-class honours, Christian Faulkner. John Foister. With first-class honours, Daniel Hatcher. With first-class honours, Liam Hickenbotham. Dale Howells. With first-class honours, Peng Van Kwiao. Lewis Manning. Wayne Melton. Andreas Pantelides. William Smith. With first-class honours, Claire Teeling. With first-class honours, Scott Twycross. With first-class honours, Paul Waker. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Systems Engineering, Sean King. Mahoyer Adahi Mejikodume. Silas Oseji. Daniel Pierce. With first class honours, Chris Tucker. Ekbedimi Umoidem. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, Oluwasegun Afolabi. Terence Awaraka. Mohammed Azar. Joseph Bull. Ket Vun Chin. David Crate. Kyle Dyke. Gavin Forster. David Gonzalez Correas. Nur Goth. Bibesh Gurung. Vishnu Gurung. Charlotte Hawkes. With first class honours, Brad Hills. With first class honours, William Holland. Mohammed Kafaga. Ashwin Katani. With first class honours, Stephen Mann. Emily Moffat. John O'Hara. Emmanuel Olaniregan. Stephen Ray. Reese Scott. With first class honours, Tien Siu. Junpei Soda. Yu Wai Sito. Wai Fung Si. Alex Vine. Barnaby Wilton. Ben Wrigley. With first class honours, Alistair Yeo. Terence Yeo. With first class honours, Ho Ming Yu. Miracle Uvunda Amadi. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering, Asif Ahmed. Youssef Al-Hassawi. With first class honours, Samuel Beacock. Fatin Tajuddin. With first class honours, Nur Bakaruddin. James Bonici. Christopher Brown. With first class honours, Justin Cackett. With first class honours, Jason Kappa. Andrew Carey. Robert Crompton. With first class honours, Majid Dilawar. Celestine Iso. With first class honours, Christina Gears. With first class honours, David Harvey. With first class honours, Thomas Hazen Smith. With first class honours, Ryan Hulbert. Francis Ibe. With first class honours, Alfred Moe. With first class honours, Matthias Noka. Cameron O'Brien. With first class honours, Michael Price. Luke Rumming. With first class honours, Alistair Salter. With first class honours, Katie Louise Samuel. Robert Scarlett. First class honours, Robert Thompson. Liberty to Jaffa. Raymond Twadibofa. With first class honours, Martin Wardle. With first class honours, Andrew Wincup. Scott Whistlecraft. Daniel Whittingham. Ellis Wilborn. Andrew Yeomans. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering in Petroleum Engineering, Abdulaziz Abba Hussein, with first class honours. Zachariah Abdi. Nasser Kiramira. Gracious Adaway. Kehinde Adose. With first class honours, Anne Aquara. With first class honours, Ahmed Al-Bawani. With first class honours, Al-Hawari Al-Busaidi. Fawaz Al-Dassim. With first class honours, Mohammed Al-Sharif. Saleh Al-Juhar. Mohammed Al-Mansouri. Suba Al-Ataibi. Albara Al-Tuki. Yolanda Alves de Lima. With first class honours, Asad Anzar. With first class honours, Putri Arini. With first class honours, Osama Ayoub. Abbas Azim. With first class honours, Timir Toper Basharouni. Dane Bent. With first class honours, Mohammed Halrul Nizam bin Hassan. Lawrence Tuday. Stephen Collister. Ellis Dagg. With first class honours, Naomi Dawa. Oz El Gende. With first class honours, Patrina He. Somayina Igwe. With first class honours, Sheni Ji. Khalid Jama. Trezor Calendar. With first class honours, Ayab Kinyanji. Renata Magara. Ahmed Mohammed. Lucas Makosa. Rapafadzu Manyanher. With first class honours, Anas Manzoor. Sayed Shirazi. With first class honours, Aboud Ismail. Alexander Morris. With first class honours, Shamal Mohammed. With first class honours, Sarah Navidnia. Adeyinka Oloko. With first class honours, Adam Reed. With first class honours, Kwasi Sapong. With first class honours, Butler Sanchiri. Ahmed Svagsi. With first class honours, Abdul Sheikh. Luke Smith. With first class honours, Thomas Smith. With first class honours, Jonas Remy Soares. Aidan Thomas. With first class honours, Annie Motlag. With first class honours, Jeremiah Udeme. With first class honours, Samir Usman. With first class honours, Safwan Valley. With first class honours, Ashley Wayne. With first class honours, Ali Wuri. With first class honours, Yakubu Yakubu. Yusuf Sani Yakubu. Rosa Torres Mora. Prince Brigidi. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Computer-Aided Product Design, Michael Greenfield. With first class honours. Oliver Loud. Jack Miles. With first class honours, Jake Monaghan Gray. Rory Sinclair. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Computer Network Management and Design, Richard Birch. With first class honours, Richard Davenport. With first class honours, David Harris. Alexander Kamal. Kate Tuffrey. Danny Walton. Ian Ward. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks, Fayed Al-Rashid. Chris Cooper. Ali Darwash. With first class honours, Matthew Davis. With first class honours, Jack Elliott. First class honours, Neil Freeman. With first class honours, John Gladwin. Phil Hanna. With first class honours, Joseph Hayburn. Jonathan Jack. With first class honours, Joe Johnston. With first class honours, Jonathan Martin. Benedict Mbanzi. With first class honours, Ryan Parker. Harris Rapinskis. Edward Sheehan. With first class honours, Ryan Smith. Richard Thomas. Stephen Way. Konrad Wojcik. David Burton. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Product Design and Innovation, Mohammed Apu Ali. Richard Bailey. Samuel Barton Smith. Georgia Boff. Richard Carlyle. With first class honours, Benjamin Dobbin. Brad Elliott. Peter Gatling. Alex Harris. Our next award is made posthumously to Robert Harris, and his father Michael is here to accept it. Thank you. Joshua Hearn. Daniel Hilsden. Aaron Iqbal. Evie Kingwood. Benjamin Lee. Martin Lynn. Thomas McHugh. With first class honours, Luke Morland. Tricia Parsatam. Shane Poulter. With first class honours, Samuel Ray. Andrew Sykes. With first class honours, Elliot Thurman Newell. Zara Tulsi. With first class honours, Bruce Valor. For the award of Master of Engineering in Computer Engineering, Oluwatimi Sungia, with distinction. For the award of Master of Engineering Electronic Engineering, with distinction, Jonathan Ashworth. James Brewster. With distinction, Grant Cousins. With distinction, Isaac Johnson. With distinction, Daniel Harriman. Lawrence Hawkins. James Horwood. With distinction, Matthew Jarvis. Stephen Kariuki. With distinction, Daniel Loud. With distinction, Pete Newbury. With distinction, Andrew Pollard. Ishtiaq Rahman. With distinction, Toby Saunders. Sean Wattle. Wei Wei Zhang. For the award of Master of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, with distinction, Adam Bailey. Lee Bradbury. Alex Bray. Tinashe Chatindayara. Timothy Daniels. David Dobrinsky. Andy Doney. Raffaello Divazzo. Adam Ferry. Jason George. With distinction, Thomas Gilbert. Richard Glover. With distinction, Thomas Granger. With distinction, Simon Hotchkiss. Datta Cherandan. With distinction, Matthew Lawton. Bavaline Mashonga. With distinction, Michael McNally. With distinction, Jacob Miller. With distinction, Ryan Morgan. With distinction, Jermaine Mortimer. Jason Newton. Cassidy Noyes. Andrew Patience. Dimitra Pitara. With distinction, Callum Radcliffe. With distinction, Catherine Risby. Adam Sass. Toby Stadden. Jonathan Stewart. Mark Swallow. With distinction, Elliot Simons Ward. Madhav Vyas. With distinction, Adam Wall. With distinction, Christopher Webber. Aidan West. With distinction, Daniel Willis. For the award of Master of Science in Advanced Manufacturing Technology, with distinction, Cohen de Beer. George Hand. With distinction, Catherine Hode. For the award of Master of Science in Communication Network Planning and Management, with distinction, Ali Said Rashid Al-Kabani. With distinction, Mahfoud Al-Haninai. Elsa Nuwani. For the award of Master of Science in Communication Systems Engineering, Jabir Saud Al-Rahi. With distinction, Laith Al-Sarraj. Radi Nusair. Taiwo Oedeli. For the award of Master of Science in Computer Network Administration and Management, Konstantina Laskari. With distinction, Andrew Patterson. Palumi Apantaku. For the award of Master of Science in Electronic Engineering, with distinction, Ikponmawosa Akiamberi. For the award of Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, with distinction, Mohammed Amateri. With distinction, Vignesh Krishnan. With distinction, Nicholas Painter. With distinction, Javier Rocamora. Zutai Chen. For the award of Master of Science in Technology Management, Yin Te Chow. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of research in bandwidth estimation and optimization in rain-faded DVB RCS networks, Mohammed Al-Masai. For a programme of research in residential home temperature prediction models that use space conditioning experiments and disparate sources of information, Neil Spausch. For a programme of research in artificial immune system for the detection of abnormal activity in ambient assisted living, Sebastian Birsch.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Natasha Hammond, BSc Hons Mathematics, to respond on behalf of the graduates.
Vice-Chancellor, guests and fellow students, today I stand before you both scared at the prospect of sharing my thoughts, but also extremely proud to do so. My dad has always taught me one thing in life, to do my best, and whatever I achieve, I know I've done my best. Today we can all sit here with the feel-good factor that comes from knowing that we have done our best. We have achieved and qualified. We didn't do it alone, of course. All along the way, we had the wonderful support and help of our tutors, those who have received emails at untimely hours of the day and answered them in their free time just to help us. The academic staff who have answered questions we thought were impossible to answer. Without them imparting their knowledge, we wouldn't be sitting here today. Secondly, we need to thank our friends and families. Not only have they been there to support us in our academic problems, when we've sat in the library calling them at all hours when it's all got too much, They've also been there for us just to support us, which for some of us meant helping us through everyday problems of living away from home for the first time. I myself had to call my mum very early on to ask why my chicken nuggets were soggy one side and burnt the other. Turns out I was grilling them. Oops. It's likely that some of us took this support for granted, as only our due. Today, though, we recognise that without the backup of all these people, we could not have succeeded. So today, I know my fellow graduate students would like to join me in saying how much we all appreciate all those who have helped make this day possible. I personally want to thank my mum and dad for every day they have endlessly supported me and helped me to achieve my dreams. I hope today I've made you proud. Lastly, I myself want to thank you, my fellow students. We have pored over textbooks trying to solve pieces of coursework and revising for exams, drank innumerable cups of coffee, and eaten our body weights in chocolate. Despite many of us knowing no on our first day, we have formed the closest of friendships, friendships we will carry with us throughout the rest of our lives. We have laughed together, most likely cried together, and formed memories we will never forget. Meeting the group of friends I've had from day one and having them sitting here as some of my best friends 3 years later has taught me so much. After all, when we return to the working world, we'll be working with all sorts of people, from varying backgrounds, and our experience here will tell us this is a good thing, that the world is full of wonderful people with different ideas and talents. From this point on, we'll be taking our talents and sharing them with the world. If we have learned anything, it's that we have to be adaptable, ready to take chances and go by different routes. Some of us will want to stay home, others to travel the 4 corners of the earth. Some will like to work alone, while others will work in a partnership. Whatever we do, wherever we go, we won't forget today. Finally, I'd like to wish my fellow graduates. I'd like to wish them health and happiness in the future, and the satisfaction of knowing that whatever they do, they will do it well, as long as we all continue to try our best. After all, we are graduates of the University of Portsmouth, and have achieved a feat many of this world don't achieve. Together, we have made the Faculty of Technology an amazing department of which we are part of. We may all be from different subjects, from maths to engineering to cosmology, but we are all sitting here, side by side today together, knowing that we have all succeeded. Today is a day we will remember forever, and a day we will always be proud. We have all tried our best, and look what we have accomplished. Today we are throwing our caps into the air, getting ready to go different ways to tackle the world head on, to start on the very first phase of adult life with all that it implies. No more running home to mum, or at least we tell her that, but making her proud of the lives we lead, and showing our dads we're not dumb. Well, at least we'll try to. So today, as we sit in this great big hall, we'd like to give our thanks to you all for being there when we needed you. Now it's our turn to show what we do. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha, for that. Now, at this point in the ceremony, it's normal to have our Chancellor, Sandy Toksvig, to say a few final words to everyone. Unfortunately, Sandy could not be with us at this ceremony because she had other work commitments. But Sandy, being Sandy, she never likes to miss a graduation ceremony. And so, by the wonders of modern technology, we can still have that message from Sandy. So let's hear from Sandy Toksvig.
Hello there, graduands. You did it. I bet there was many a day you thought you would never get this cap and gown moment, so well done. And how great you all look in your academic dress, and even from here, I can tell, just smelling very faintly of mothballs. I'm so sorry not to be there with you, and there is a lesson straight away for you. Never work for the BBC because it gets in the way of having a life. I love graduation, although I have to say I don't mind missing out on some of the more crushing handshakes. Parents, well done you! How proud you must be today and optimistic about the future. How exciting to see what your youngsters will make of their lives, and I suspect you'll have a ringside seat as these days young people hardly ever leave home. I have a few words of special congratulations. Really well done to any of the more, how can I put this, mature students who decided that age is no barrier to learning. I salute your tenacity. They say wisdom comes with age. In my case, I think age may have come on its own, but I say to all of you that learning is a lifelong process. For the younger ones, I'm jealous of what wonders lie ahead for you, the books you will read, the music you will hear, and the beauty you will see. Having a degree simply shows you know how to think. Now go and use that ability to its fullest extent. Having a university education means you are among the privileged few in the world, and I believe it comes with a responsibility to contribute to your community to the best of your ability. Life is short, trust me. Time spins past you like a whirlwind. You all look so beautiful today, but boys, your hair will go, and girls, you don't want to know what will go. So crack on and don't leave fulfilling your ambitions too late, or you may find you missed the moment. And speaking of moments, try and be of the moment, and by that I mean live in the present. I fully understand the joy of modern technology, but maybe, occasionally, put down your smartphone. Stop texting people who are not in the room and try enjoying being with the people who actually are. You may surprise yourself and find you even like them, and even more surprisingly, those people may include your parents. My association with Portsmouth is one of the things I am proudest of, and I hope you feel the same. Please don't go away and never return. Join the Alumni Association and know that you will always have a warm welcome here. You are part of the family, and like all good families, we may fight, we may ask you for money, but you will always have a place at the table. Every year we hold a Chancellor's Dinner for students and alumni, and why not decide now to come back next year and join in? It would be lovely to see you. I hope you have the happiest of days, and be nice to whoever is doing the handshaking, because honestly, it can leave bruising. Bye.
I'd like to just finally add my congratulations to all of you who have graduated today, and also to thank all those who have supported our students while they have been studying at the university. I now declare this congregation is closed. Please be upstanding for the academic procession.